Going into the Penn game, we knew that Penn would be tough at home. We'd spent a lot of time working on the field turf at Sholkoff, just trying to get used to the speed of the ball. That's the biggest difference. And I think we handled it fairly well in the first half. We continued to move the ball and looked for combinations. But once we got our 2-0 lead, Penn started to kind of come back at us pretty hard, and I felt like we got a bit tentative. And just really had some difficulty adjusting, I think, to the surface and just clearing the ball out of our zone. But I think that we kind of stayed with it, and the good thing is that once we get into overtime, our team is very confident, and we were able to end the game early. But I give credit to Penn because I thought they played a really solid game in all areas. And we were happy to go into to Franklin Field and be able to win a game on the road in an Ivy contest on a surface that we're not used to playing on. The Lehigh game, I thought that we started the game slow, and so we were really just not moving our feet well, and we created some scoring. We gave up some scoring opportunities, and Mel Jew really stayed composed in the goal and made some key saves for us, and that allowed us to get our feet underneath us. And then we sort of settled in and really did a pretty good job of moving the ball for the rest of the game, although I thought that Lehigh played a really organized and solid defensive game. They made some great tackles. But we did create a lot of opportunities. We just were not successful in finishing, and that was probably the biggest disappointment in that game, is that we didn't finish the opportunities we had. But to their credit, they made 3 defensive saves behind the goalkeeper, so that obviously had a factor in the outcome. Katie had a breakout weekend. She's been creating a lot of scoring opportunities all season, and she has scored some very nice goals. She's created opportunities as well for her teammates and vice versa. But the game against Penn, she definitely went to the net hard, and I think the goal in overtime was a classic DeStio goal. Kate Thompson and DeStio made a great defensive stop, stripped the Penn defender of the ball, and Katie just made a move and ran to space and was able to get herself into the circle and get a look at the net, and thankfully scored early. We had a similar situation 2 years ago when we went down to Penn, where we had a lead and we gave up a lead late in the game, and Katie had a look at the net early in that game, and the shot that she made, she missed it by maybe 3-4 inches 2 years ago. So it was nice to see the poise that she showed, and I think she's been playing great field hockey. So we're excited for the fact that she's got herself on a bit of a scoring spree. But I think if you look at the scoring overall on our team this year, it's been very balanced. We've got a number of people that can score, and we're working hard this week in practice on trying to make sure our penalty corner is as sharp as it can be. And I think that we have a number of different ways that we can get the ball into the circle and hopefully create some scoring opportunities for ourselves. The team is just focused on taking it one game at a time, and they're confident. They're working hard in practice. We're really enjoying being back on Dodson this week, and trying to work on some things that we feel are areas that we need to address. We are making some adjustments going into this game against Columbia, and I think that that those adjustments, in conjunction with what we've been doing well so far this year, hopefully will help us to play to the best of our ability. Columbia is a very hardworking, scrappy team. They have a good penalty corner, and they're definitely a quality team that we have to play our best. If we want to be successful, we're going to have to play our best game against them. We really respect Columbia as an opponent. They've been playing very good field hockey the last few years and doing a good job in the Ivy League. They're a well-organized team, and as I said, they work very hard defensively. We think they have a good corner, so we want to make sure that we do a good job defensively. That's been one of the areas I think that I've been most happy with this season, is that we've been tough to get penalty corners against, and with the kind of offense that you can create off a penalty corner, that's certainly been a key to our defensive success.